Okay, so here I have my little city lot in spawn, and I'm going to select the first corner now by typing /city space P1. P1 or P2. P1 is obviously the first corner, and P2 is the second. Now it tells me I need to select the second corner using P2 because I've now selected P1. So the thing is, you don't want to, if you're starting here, you don't want to go to this corner, and you don't want to go to that corner. You want to make sure you include both the length and the width. I mean, it's common sense. So you go to that corner. So you now, using that, you include the entire shape. So now standing here, make sure, of course, using the coordinate system here, make sure you're standing right on top of it. You type /city space P2, and bam. See, it says that both have been selected, and it tells you the length, width, and height of your selection. So you know before making the lot or the wilderness protection. Now from here, I would type /city space create space residential or shop. When you create a residential lot, of course, people can buy anybody can buy it, and it depends whether you want to approve it or not. After you have submitted your city into the system, you select whether you want to approve the lots first, or should the system automatically perform the transaction. Now, later on, even after submitting your city, when I code it in, you can change this option, as well as other options such as lot height and depth and whatnot. But the thing is, for shop lots, the system automatically checks if the player has a shop permit before giving them the lot. So that's what you want to keep in mind when you select the type. Now I just moved to a lot in India instead, because as a mod when you're handling spawn, it uses your world edit selection. So once again, I'm going to select the points /city space P1. That's what I wanted to make sure to include for you guys, that when mods are defining lots in spawn, they can use their world edit selection, and it does it from there. That's the difference between us and you guys. Now, I've selected it again. It's a 15 by 15 lot. Now what I do is, I type, I'm creating a lot for India. This is founded by ZHowls, and obviously I'm going to delete it so that it doesn't really bother him. But from here, what I would do is I would type /city space create residential or shop. Of course, I want to create a residential lot, and there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. Select the corners. Don't even expand it from there. It does the rest. What it does is it takes the number of the previous lot. For example, India 22 would be the last lot. Adds 1 to it. It defines the region. Expands. I automatically expanded it 16 higher and 10 deeper, because in the city, each lot, the lot height is defined as 16 and the lot depth is defined as 10. So that's why I ask you city owners in the beginning what you want for your lot, because it automatically expands it. It calculates the price based on the blocks per coin that I asked you when I enter your city. So for India, I think it is 10. So it takes the volume, divides it by 10, and there you go. That's the cost. Now people can buy this using city by lot, and it is also mapped this region to the dynamic map. So using the dynamic map, people can see this a lot. So what I would do is now I would type as a user, I come up to this lot with a string, right? And I go and I see, oh, the name of this region is India 23. So, and I want to buy this lot because I guess it has a good view of the sky. I don't know. So I type /city space by lot space India 23. That's all there is. Your request has been submitted, but needs to be approved by the city owner first. Now, when it is approved, it just takes the money from you, gives you ownership of the lot, and it gives the money to the city owner. So once ZHowls approves my request, he gets the money, I get the lot, done deal. If you choose not to approve it at first, it automatically does it even while you're offline. So you can sell lots while you're not even playing the game, which is another amazing aspect of the plugin. And that's how it works from the perspective of a city owner. Alright, so now I want to create a wilderness protection, as I am a regular citizen, and I think that buying lots in cities is too mainstream. So it's the same concept when selecting corners. You go to the first corner, you type, well, this is probably the corner right here, you type /city space P1. That's the first corner. Now the difference between this and creating city lots is that you need to include the height, absolutely mandatory. So I would go to the diagonal corner, which is on the other side over here, And I'm assuming that I don't have fly mod. So how would I do this? How would I include the height? I would take my dirt out of my chest, and I would go up, and away. And now I'm at the top of this. Now I select the second corner, which is city slash city space P2. That's it. And now you'd notice that it tells you of course, again, tells you your selection is 7 by 5 by 9. 7 is the length, 5 is the height, 9 is the width. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I want. So from there, if you look at the city help page again, you'll notice that you see city wild claims of wilderness protection. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now I've selected the corners. I want to type city wild claim. If you do this without having your corner selected, it'll tell you you must select your corners using these commands, city P1 and city P2, and you can do it from there. So it's pretty much like an idiot-proof thing. From here, you type /city space wild claim, and that's it. I've purchased the lot Wild 3 for 31 coins. The cost for wilderness protections, I think, is length times width times height divided by 10. And the minimum is 5 coins. You can't pay less than 5 coins. If you do like a 1 by 1 by 1, you'll have to pay 5 coins anyway. How it names the wilderness protection is it takes the last number of the wild lot and it adds 1 to it. And so it'd be prefixed by wild and then the number in incremental order. So yeah, now it tells you can use region add member wild 3 to add people to your lot. So for example, I want to add sharpshooter to my lot. And there you go. I can use a string and see that I've defined wild 3. There you go. This entire area. This would be since I selected the corners and since I didn't select this corner, I selected this corner. It would be right here along this path. And yeah, so I have my wilderness protection. Now I'm protected for any kind of griefers. It's that simple. I mean, you would have thought it maybe would have been harder, but it's that simple. There you go. Finally, I want to show you guys, just so you know, how it prevents people from making wilderness protections inside your wilderness protection. So I'm going to go inside my wilderness protection and see, I'm a griefer and I want to take over this inside of this area, because let's say there's a chest and it's filled with diamonds, right? And I see those diamonds, I know those diamonds are in that chest, and I want to take it. So what I would do is I would type city P1 and city P2, and I have that. Wild claim. Bam. See that? Your region is inside someone else's region. Wild 3. So it prevents people from doing that by, well, it's the system. It's secure and it's good. So your house is fortified. No one's going to get through it. And all it cost was 31 coins. That's how we do it. Now, back to the city owner. After creating the lot, you might want to change a few options. For example, you don't want the automatic price setting thing. You want to set a custom price for an individual lot because you think it should be worth more or less than it currently is. Or you made a mistake before. So it's a pretty simple command. Again, if you look at the help page, you could see city set price, lot name, and either price or auto. Now the difference is auto, of course, goes back to the formula length times width times height divided by the number you set, or just if you could set the custom price. So I want to set the price of this lot India 1 to say 600 coins. So I would type /city space set price India 1 500. That's it. It's that easy. And now when people buy it, city list, another thing, city list lots, city ID. Now you might not know the city ID by heart. So what do? You go to /city space list. So it lists all the, I have to fix this, this is stupid. I have to, it lists all the cities and their ID. Spawn city is 1, India is 19, the unknown city is 20, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking at India, its ID is 19, and I would use that for the list lots. So I type /city space list lots space 19. And there you go. That's it. It's that easy. I mean, you can't possibly get confused by this. And now you can see India 1 with the updated price. Now I want to set it back to the automatic using the volume divided by the number I set. So /city space set price space India 1 space auto. That's it. See? This is 11 by 27 by 11 lot, and it's worth 326 coins. That's it. Finally, most of the things you're going to do as a city owner will be self-explanatory. Once I finish the city plugin, in the second page of the city help page, like if you type /city space 2, it'll give you the second page of the help page, and you'll see things like city price, blocks per coin, or basic things to change the settings, or city approve, change the settings of your city. So it'll be self-explanatory, like city approve true or city approve false, whether you want to approve people buying your lots and things like that. And this should be released over this weekend. I'm not sure, but that's how you would use the city plugin. And finally, I think that for the release of a lot of you are anticipating the RPG server, and at the time of recording this, it's Thursday. I think that by Sunday, or well, even by Saturday, we're going to start the RPG plugin, because all we have to do now is I need to finish up the city plugin, which shouldn't take that long, and I need to get some quests going. You might have noticed the quest in the tutorial. That's just one of the many quests to come. There will probably be like a Thoughtl NPC over here that gives a quest to go to NTK over there. Go to the mines, hand in like 40 cobblestone, things like that. And so there will be a whole quest line, and every week we'll implement new quests based on what the community recommends. Yeah, we'll have like a whole suggestion system. And once we implement the quests and the city guards, that's it. We're gonna take Sin Gaming, the SMP server, which is this server, out of the recreational phase. We're gonna start advertising again, and we'll get some more players for you guys to play with, and then we'll start working on the RPG server, which will be better than the last RPG server, because that was really half-assed. That's what I think. And we have hopefully, I think, he'll stay. We'll have a Java developer to make us some spells for the RPG plugin and whatnot. So for now, guys, you just hang tight and just anticipate the succession of the Sin Gaming server.